gunk and junk out of there and throw it into the green flames for healing. And I envision being able to be like on Matrix and dig inside her lungs and scoop all the junk out. And go inside her stomach and scoop all that junk out, you know? And your bladder, because your bladder holds all the impurities when you urinate. And then your colon and intestines. And we're just going to pull all that junk out and throw it in the green flame for cleansing. You will note she hasn't coughed once in a few minutes, right? Okay, something's working. Now we're going to just tell her to sit there for a minute and visualize her lungs pink. And I'm going to say, okay, I want you to go inside your body. And I want you to see your beautiful pink, healthy lungs. Okay? We walk down our esophagus. And we turn to the left. And we go and walk all through the left lung. And we say, okay, all you cooties get out. See, and then every time you breathe, you exhale all the black junk. Inhale. And just see yourself with a big old huge shovel, shoveling out your mouth. Open your mouth to exhale, and exhale all the black junk. Okay, there's still one little spot left over there to the opposite side. We'll scoop that out. And then we'll go over to the right lung. And we're a little teeny tiny person inside your lungs, making them all nice and pink, and we're scrubbing the walls down so the flesh should be nice and healthy pink. I'm going to get that shovel and we're just going to shovel it out our mouth, all that negative energy. And we're going to scrape that last bit of stuff off. So it's all nice and healthy pink tissue. Okay? Now mind you, all this time I'm helping the client envision their healthy, nice, beautiful, clean lungs. I'm right beside her in her head, helping her scoop it all out, spitting it out, everything. Okay? Now this could take up to 3 hours. It takes as long as it takes. Okay? So don't freak out and say, how long am I doing it? Am I doing it too much? Too little? Stop questioning yourself. You'll know when you know. The spirit guides will tell you, okay, it's fine now. Come back for lesson whatever 2 next time, something. Okay? So don't stop questioning yourself. Stop doubting yourself. And now we're going to travel back down into the stomach. And we're going to get that shovel. And we're going to shovel all the cold and mucus and junk out. Even though she's been coughing for days and days and days. We're going to breathe that out through our mouth. Get all the junk out. And while you're in there, you're going to envision a beautiful, pink, healthy stomach. Okay? Now while we're in the stomach, we're going to go down to the upper intestine. And even though there's what? Like 5 miles of intestine, we're going to do a little fast jog through, okay? So we got a big old huge round broom that's going to scrape the whole intestine. And we scrape, 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 and scrape, 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 and scrape, 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 and scrape, scrape, scrape. Okay, now we're in the small intestines, and we're still scrape, scrape, scraping, and scraping, and scraping, and scraping, and scraping, and until we got this big old huge rock of black junk. So in a few minutes, after I fix her some hot, 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 hot water, and then she's gonna have a nice long number 2. All black, get all that junk out. And now she looks behind, because remember, we're a little teeny tiny person inside my own body, right? You're going to look behind you to see sparkling, clean, glimmering intestines. Okay? Now, you say your prayer for protection again. And if you don't have one, I'll send one to you. As you stand there looking at your body from the inside out, and it's glistening, nice, clear, healthy, pink tissue. Since most of us is pink on the inside, right? I think all of us are pink on the inside. And you just think good thoughts and imagine your crystals scraping off all the junk, getting out all the negativity, all the impurities, all the toxins, all the everything, okay? And you're going to thank whatever God you choose to believe in. Gods, goddesses, whatever. And you say your prayer for protection. May the light of God surround us. May the love of God enfold us. May the power of God protect us, and the presence of God watch over us. Wherever you are, God is, and all is well. Okay? And I'm going to instruct you just sit there for a few minutes. I'm going to get you some hot water. I'll be right back. Just a little bit. We don't need a whole gallon. Just a couple of sips, and then after a couple of sips, you can have the rest of the warm water after it cools off a little bit, but try to drink it as hot as you can to push out all of those impurities. And we're constantly thinking positive thoughts. Let's get the hot. And that's the one thing you always have to focus on. Positive energy, positive energy, positive energy. There's just no time to have, somebody call and say something negative that's going to piss you off and all that stuff. That's why I tell you guys, you can never be interrupted, and you can never afford to think negative thoughts. You just can't. You just can't, okay? I'm telling you. Oil and water don't mix, and in this case, that would be positive and negative ions. They can't go together. Okay, can you open your eyes, please? Okay, you can set those in your lap. And just, sip on that. As a matter of fact, just put a little drop on your tongue and just let it melt over your tongue and down your throat. That's the first sip. Go ahead. So you would just let that ooze down. So it's like telling the guts and the lungs, okay, medicine's coming. The medicine is coming. Okay, now here comes a bigger gulp. Guys, get ready, because all the shit is going to come out. The impurities, the toxins, stop frowning, and all that negative junk from being unwell for the past 7 days. Okay, drink the rest. And just, I know hot water is not the most fun stuff, but you know what? It beats nasty ass cough syrup with all the fillers and additives and preservatives that don't do shit for you anyway, except coat your throat so you don't cough. Well, stuff's still going on the inside that you need to get rid of. But don't you feel better? A lot better. So now I need a good cry. I think crying helps get rid of the impurities and stuff too. So sometimes, I know it sounds weird, but just hear me out. Sometimes after I give myself a nice healing like this, I pick a nose hair or something, so then that, you know, makes you cry, whatever, and then help get the impurities out, all the orifices, every place you can. Okay, just one more sip, and then lay back. Okay, thanks, big baby. Just lay back. Lay back. Don't say nothing. You can't talk yet. Okay, now you just close your eyes